Hello again. Hey look, the game's working. Yeah. You hear me okay? Confirm that my audio is working because I can't see OBS right now. Good. Okay, cool. Now, since you asked me to do this, I'm gonna do this. Boot. Glasses are right on the bridge of my nose and bother me. I can't wait to get something better than these no scopes. Let's go over here and see what we got in this corner. So last hour, we had an hour of video content there, of me on screen, and 2 minutes of gameplay. So we're gonna do a little better this time. We're gonna play the game a little. Ooh, ooh. Hello, Vandal Savage. Press Q. That's the button. In the head. In the body. In the head. Reload. Ah! No. I shoot you, not you shoot. Ah! Get off me. I can't shoot when you're moving. R. Reloading. Sneaky snakes. I have to check my stuff here in a minute. Oh, and a better pistol. I want to check that now. Okay. Is there like repair and stuff in this, or is it all pretty standard? And yes, we do switch. Yes, repair. Okay, cool. I'm curious about. So, do we only get 2 slots? Look at me! From riches to rags. You break down weapons and armor into weapon parts and armor parts you repair and modify. Is that a specific workbench and things like that? I'm assuming. I mean, you only got 2 slots to wear. You can't wear 3 masks. I know. But I mean, you know, it's not as intuitive as like arms, legs, stuff like that. Game's a little glitchy. I might have to turn. Let's see if I can't turn on the video settings just a bit. This is locked for some reason. I might have to fix that later. Look at that. It's locked at 1920 by 1080. Oh, no option. What did I do differently? Because it's windowed full screen. I don't want to mess up my video. If it gets worse, I might have to, but right now I'll just leave it as it is. Or enemies. Guts to jump. Oh, there. What? Those are enemies. Go talk to the peoples first. I think they want me.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
That's what I'm doing.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's just a landing violation, let it go. So I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I've already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed. Talk about the teammate.
How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from
oh yeah, I
off-brand
wasn't supposed to tell. My bad.
We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know,
These
need a
people.
couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
The Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge. Bet you could get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is. Guess I'll have to give you a 0 on my customer satisfaction survey. Don't worry, you sit tight, I'll handle it. Coward, I'll do it myself.
Seriously? But those marauders will... Ugh. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's
Not
gonna
sure
be
what to do with my
fucking
hands.
laminated.
Yay, I got help.
I just earned a fine bonus.
That was cool. Loot, loot, loot. There's nothing to loot. Did they steal it all? Ooh, what is the... Should I talk to her? Where'd you go?
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Man, these people are so concerned about their regulation. You have anything for me? Private Kimball?
Not just anyone is chosen to enforce landing regulations, you know? I had to fill out 4 whole forms.
Oh, jeez. These people. Gotta hold it.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Oh, these people are great. Yeah, no valuable plunder, huh?
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities.
I love this already. The humor. It's very...
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder.
I guess I am dressed like one, so... You know.
Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Darn. What is this? Cards. Ooh. Did I change?
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value.
I have that.
Marauder, please be informed this ship does not possess a working power regulator for you to steal.
Did I change my clothes? Is this gonna affect my ability to fly this ship?
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench.
See if I can't, So, how do you break down? Repair breakdown. There we go. No mods yet. Mods. Oh, neat. This looks like, I hate to be that guy. This looks like a solid chunk. Downscaled mod. Of course, I guess have to be. Especially on my computer. I like the this will probably be my weapon of choice. I don't know, sawed-off shotgun. We'll see how they fire before we make them. Speaking of, let's equip them. Yes, please. 100 DPS, 173 DPS, 80 DPS. Guess, if I can repair... Is this only... Okay, there we go. Repair. Repair, man. See about repairing. Spacer's choice. Oh boy. Is it battle? Nope, not quite. -5. So I probably I don't know if I should break this down or wear it for. So it quits calling me Marauder. Let's do the thing we've explored.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Oh, okay. What are you gonna do? Self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything. I don't appreciate being talked to, though.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Gesture procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
We need to get this ship in the air. Hawthorne ship.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead, I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
He met my escape pod, alright, head
understand.
first.
I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly. Okay, but I'm not Hawthorne. Hawthorne is dead. I'm
Well
gonna pick
done,
the first one.
Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable.
Currently?
Our main drive
That sounded
suffered
like
critical
me.
Power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Where am I supposed to find something like that? Engineering 5. I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a pod.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. please try not to lose it this time.
Huh.
This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Unreliable? AFK some, I understand. I love that the ship is called Unreliable. That makes this all the better. Captain Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off with this Captain. Yeah, we're going with the second one.
I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
I got skills. Now if they'll pay the bills. Mom! From Mom Corporation. Ooh. Ooh. Why? Points available. Yeah, I will say I'll go ahead and do bump these persuade and intimidate. Get our handgun. 15 on those. Dodge and block. Science is very decently high, so bump it one more. And we'll give that. Determination! Works. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. Yes, I want to. Combat dialogue ability. Wow! Nice. Thank you, Auntie Cleo. You've grown healthier in your time outside of stasis. Health. 20% vendor prices. 50% XP from companion kills. 25%. Tactical time dilation meter max. Damage when alone in party. What did the blanket say when it fell off the bed? I do not know. Box week. Oh, sheet! Like it. I love it. 5 base on. And weapon armor durability loss. Raid time. We'll pick just because it's very slow, I'm gonna pick Strider. Alright. Let's do Raiders right quick. Good work. Alright. Thought battle. Attack them pumpkins. Nice. So, who would like a Buster Scroll? Right now, these are gamer glasses. I need them because I'll show you just. Sure, why not? Okay, you got it. Fort bleached anus. I'll explain why I'm wearing the glasses. Back to me. Collecting all the things. Question mark or question mark? Go with the one that leads to the chests. Let's tank it up. Okay, so let me explain the glasses. See if I can. Alright. Eyes, they get very red. I don't know if you can. Yeah, they're pretty red. You can see in the corners there. This is actually a very light day. My eyes are very bad to stay red. Like they just the constant eye drops don't really help me. Nothing really fixes it. So I'm attempting to pretty much cover it up, even though I just showed it off. But right now I'm wearing no scopes. How close are you to the boss battle? I am 2 away because I picked the question mark that led to another one before the boss battle. So I got this one and 2 more. Or this one and 1 more, then the boss. So, yeah, my eyes, they're just staying red. And sometimes they will just like engulf the whole eye with red. Oh nice, you have the bonus. And you can see right now. You can see, like, while I'm looking at the camera that my eyes are red under the glasses. And, Stein says Visine helps. I actually use a lot of clear eyes. And, it's awesome. But it doesn't do everything. So when did you get them? Because I'm looking for something to help me with my eyes. They burn from prolonged periods of exposure with the monitor. I will say these are no scopes, and no scope is out of business. And these are very nice, but like they're gonna be harder to find. If there was a company at TwitchCon, if I could remember their name, they're probably what I'm gonna try to get eventually, because they're really cool and they actually do prescriptions and they're very like the flexible stuff. And I actually need glasses to some extent. I have an astigmatism in one eye, and I'm farsighted. So I actually need to be wearing actual glasses again. I haven't worn glasses in years, and it's finally starting to just catch up, and I'm hoping that'll help too. But yeah, if I could find the name, I would say it. But it was at TwitchCon. I can't remember who they were, but I'm looking into it. I'll have to get Amy to tell me. But it doesn't stop the burning. Yeah, these do help with that. You see me adjust them constantly because the steam coming off my eyes, because they're so red hot all the time. They don't burn like in a painful way. They're just warm. So I'm sitting here, especially wearing the beanie, like there's no area right here. So I have to keep doing this to vent them. But yeah, they work. I've been wearing them for a while now. It's just they're out of business. So you know it won't do you much good to look for. It's got soap. Oh geez, that I'm sorry. Colonel. Be my all this stuff. Okay. Your eyes creep me out. Oh, there's no duration.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Gamer advantage. Hello. Go that way.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job, really, after I patched up your friend. You've got it all wrong. I'm Starship Safety Inspector. Do you take down payment in wanton violence? I'm going to lie.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. I'm glad you remember things that I don't. Yeah, she's looking into a sponsorship, and I would be happy to take advantage of a discount code if she gets one. Hey, oh there. Let's see what our big boy gun does. Nice. So the dude who got shot earlier in the game, oh well, I told my buddy Sparky, and I told him to shoot the guy thinking nothing would happen, but yeah, needless to say, he died. When she gets to hook up, you're gonna do the same. Good plan. Oh, you don't have a lot of ammo. Where'd you leave me? Resident. Other resident. Light ammo. Also, no specific ammo cartridges, so it's not as Huh? Whoop. I said die. Oh, my powers. Nice. What was I saying? Marauders are the new raiders. Oh yeah, there's not a lot of variation in the weapons, which I'm kind of okay with. I'm sure there are uniques and things of that nature. No. Oh, the shotgun. Oh! Me likey. Thank you for standing back and letting me shoot you. Game seems to be running pretty good on my computer. I'm quite impressed. Ooh, Edgewater. Go back to the pistols, pistols. There's a little bit of hiccup. Hello?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Not a huge fan of their styles. Really drawn to the style I'm wearing. Like I said, you might luck up on some.
Running around in a Marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong
no scopes
idea.
are out of business. You might find some with Gunner or something like that, but these are sadly no longer available to the public unless you eBay them. Alright, running around in Marauder's attire, you're liable to give some people the wrong idea. Why do you say that? Not my problem. Don't be so sure. I could be a Marauder.
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a Marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by him.
Oh.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
I never got your name. I'm the one who laughs. Don't they pay you to chat with strangers? Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable. Is that why you've got a pair of armed guns?
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator? I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. Place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor, fancy title for gravedigger. I'll be on my way.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
You seem pretty old to be a junior anything. Actually, I wanted to talk to. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
The
that.
rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator? Actually, money. Actually, I want to. Okay, we're gonna.
Definitely not the
Gotta go
junior in
quest.
humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job? Do I do what I want? You're asking the wrong person.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves. Why can't you collect these yourself? Let me ask about something. I'll do the...
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
I'm gonna ask why it's a special
He
case.
just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I'll be back. Okay, so everybody's gonna treat me differently. I think I am gonna change clothes. Character. Even. Yeah, they all need repair now. I use them. Fine, I'll wear my good old, so they don't think I'm one of them. And I don't know if the headgear will change. We'll go with that. Thing on the outskirts that's suitable. That looks like it's in good shape. If we keep getting game hiccups, we might fix that on the... Oh, and as far as my comic goes, I'll probably get back to making that in another day or so. I just didn't feel like getting into that. I wanted to do something that was kind of distracting. Woot. All this has been going on has kind of put that behind, so... I'm still working on it. It's just going to be later than what I had into. This feels familiar. Body counts at a discount. Edgewater's Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of safety. Schedule your sick leave and your Spacer's Choice foreman with your Spacer's Choice and or super. Be considerate toward other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. This feels like Walmart. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See read if you're having trouble paying pretty quickly. Yeah, that definitely sounds like Walmart. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness is the body in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Fruit. Wow. These people, though.
Please, Holcomb, I'm playing this aggressive. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk
This
me
guy
through the
seems
process.
a real charmer.
Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Ew.
Seems we've got a guest.
Ooh!
Now, Parvati, I
His
do wish
face
you'd
loaded
spoken
in there.
I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform? What are you talking about? I don't work for Spacers.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our
don't like
power
this guy.
regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it. Fry myself? Let me guess. You want me to do something before you'll help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? I'm gonna go with that one.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Tell me what I need to do? What a surprise. I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power. You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people. I think 3.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem. I've seen Edgewater. I don't blame those workers for walking. I might have to pick that one.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard.
Thank you for the bitties.
My hope is
Very
that by
much
cutting off
appreciated.
their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Oh my ear. Hit you with all this stuff on it. Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you. How will I recognize Adelaide? I'm gonna ask that.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her
Distinguished.
camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for...
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
It's as if he's saying they're about to unionize. Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part.
Oh, you said the U word. Walmart just
But I
called
cannot
for an
deny that
orbital
she-
bombardment.
And may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companions! Hey, listen to that Xbox achievement. Best friend! Spacer's Choice. Okay, now I see why the choice is kind of hard. I've heard that this was like an actual dilemma.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Well, follow me. You aren't moving. Okay, there you go. I have to turn up my mouse sensitivity more. Having to pick it up and scoot it is not working. Listen to my creaky chair. Used it already. Go ahead and do that. Mouse sensitivity. Fun save. Alan, talk to you?
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Yes,
Sorry.
please. That's what I wanted.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. I wanted to deal with the nuance. I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move.
Oh,
go with the honest.
he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Four then. Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? Work with them? You were friends or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Oh. I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. Did you go with the first one?
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do you need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill?
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I like you. Well, wait. It's a bobblehead. Oh, it's medicine. Are you vicar or are you power thief? This looks churchy.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Vicar Max.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms.
I don't know
Holcomb
if I
as
like
well.
him.
How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all.
I do prefer
Spiritual
brevity,
counseling?
Maxie.
This season's tossball predictions. The quickest way out of town.
Already wanted to talk to you about what asked us.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away.
Nobody's
I
trying
can't
to get in
imagine what
somebody's
would be so
business.
grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Yep. Cut off power.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond
Those
the walls
eyes.
so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Oh, you have thought there. I like this. Why can I not choose this one? What do you?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible? Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. It sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time. This has been a waste of time. Let's go.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge.
Yeah, I don't like him.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is...
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls.
Tainting?
My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Make a compelling argument. Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text. I'll need to know a little more about this book before I agree. I'm gonna go with the second one.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Wait time. We'll finish the dialogue, and then we'll go to the raid and see how we did. You make a compelling argument. Maybe I'll get your book and sell it to someone else. I'm gonna say that one.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book, nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
Okay.
Glad we see eye to eye.
That's the end.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I need to know a little bit more about this book before I read it.
It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for you.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
And if I don't, we leave? Okay. I think it's time for... It's, Raiders. Got a few here. I don't know how well we'll do, but we'll see. My first loss! Okay, peeps, I need some help. We'll start, wait, what? Yeah, I needed more people, so we're gonna go with a new map, because I don't want to blow my, retry just yet. Start this one here. Help me! Help me with the raid! Alright. All that raider gear. Oh, it was all the bombers, yeah. It do that. Be that way. We'll find a workbench. Dang that. Sorry, I've been chatting and didn't pay attention to the battle. Oh, it's okay, I understand. I mean, people get busy. This is the daytime. So I can understand, but it would be nice to have the help. Ah! It would be nice to have the help. Speaking of Walmart, these things are the devil. I got ran over by one of these. Except, you know, it was a little more not spacey. But these things hurt when they hit you. Let me tell you. Salt tuna cannery, the only source of protein a busy worker needs. Anybody else grossed out by this? Ah, you're creepy. But I like you in your dialect. Gotta go. Where are we going?
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I got dialogue, so that's okay. I'm on a road. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Endless sprint. That makes me Emily. Oh, you. Hello, friend.
Not even a scratch.
It's like, okay, you're dead now. And cook. I'll let you. Kane Van Acker, Space's Choice Ethology assigned to Terra 2. This week, I've decided to study Terra mating habits. The female Terra rays leave their nesting area in the morning and return in the afternoon with random objects, typically something shiny or bright. Then they build displays with these objects and perform what I can only describe as a dance for an audience of males. If a male likes what he sees, the two go off and nest together in one of the nearby trees. Gerald, if you're reading this, I'm done waiting for you. Collect my things and meet me at the next site. And don't be late. I expect punctuality from my assistants. I don't think he's gonna make it. That looks hot. Things to loot. I love that I can strafe and run. Hooligan. I missed every shot. Did she not have any weapons? Shotgun! I suck at shotgun! Woo! Well, that wasn't good. Yeah, amazing. Sure. Like there must be toss ball. Inhale your stim pack, right? Woo! At least I'm not too far back. Go discover this again.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
Uh-huh.
Now they only come but once a month.
Let's go shoot the doggo.
Lovely wind here.
Grand bullets!
Don't mess with us. You got him.
Read the thing. Yep. Loaded. Okay. You.
Where are we headed?
I have things for you. Maybe I can
That's
give
on account of how I never met her.
Dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
This place. Is that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something
You
earlier.
mean about the mission being too clean?
It's supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's an ideal, not what we live in, but what we strive for. Why'd you want?
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Go back to it. And I'm not trading gear with you. You're going at things empty-handed.
Yeah, huh?
Stop later. Never mind. Or? Time we're gonna be smart about. That's it. Oh, right here. Around this. Here's some. We're gonna save right quick. Sure we don't stupid. Ah, she has gear. Oops. We learned. I'm gonna get him. Yeah, that. I have a lot of experience in numbers anyway. Oh! You didn't see that. That didn't happen.
Okay, gone quiet.
Nope.
That's gotta hurt. Nice one. It's bouncing off.
Two down. Where are you? Keep your head up.
Can't get past that armor.
I'm gonna kill him this time. Yay! We did it. Oh. Level up. Oh. We're definitely putting a bit into weapons. Hints. Oh. Hello. No perk system. Trying to clear this out. I don't like notification in games. I could care less if they're on like Facebook. Don't like having blinky blink. soon as I make sure that little asterisk is gone, we will take another stretch break. For a second. I don't like this. Almost there, though. I think we got everything. It dulls a little bit. You could barely see the difference in color. I'd also try to fix graphics right quick. There we go. Yes! We're done. Woot. I feel better now. Go ahead and save. Settings. Window full screen. That may help things. Apply. Yep, and it did. It did in fact bump it up. So let's fix that. Oh, I didn't like it. Hold on. 1280 by 720. There we go. Apply. Yay! Fixed. Because it wouldn't do it without changing it from. I had to open up the thing to make it work. See, I go back to windowed full screen and it tells me 1920 by 1080. It has to be in windowed mode in order to. That's my point. Don't change the resolution, just change the graphics. What do you mean? Because the resolution won't change without me changing the graphics setting. When it was windowed full screen, it was locked. When it was full screen, it was locked. Graphics quality. Custom. I see now. Oh, okay, okay. Graphics quality, and we'll go back to windowed full screen. Maybe that'll work. Oop, now I gotta fix this. There we go. Now let's see if we get performance better. Okay. Looks a little better to me anyway. Oh, you scared me. And that being said, we're going to take a quick stretch break and we will be right back. So stick around. I'll see you in a few minutes.